So my name is Jill Benting and I am the Youth Assets and Grants Manager at Laureus Sport for Good, South Africa. The program, which is Laureus Youth Empowerment Through Sport, is a youth program who actively invest in the young people in South Africa, specifically the sport coaches within the organizations that are supported by Laureus South Africa. And the basis of it is the personal development, where we focus on each and every individual that is part of the program, and ultimately to get them more job ready so that they are able to access meaningful employment. So my journey on the YES program started way back in 2014. So it's actually my 10th year this year being involved with the program. It was an amazing experience. I think first off, just as a young person, having faced various challenges and traumas within my life, specifically when it comes to my family setup, and how a lot of things kind of, threw me off as to where I saw myself being at a certain time in my life. And the program was really a safe space where you are joined with like-minded people who genuinely want to see you succeed, and they are invested in your future as well, in your development. And it was the first time that I had an environment like that where I didn't have to feel like I'm putting up a mask. I could just be myself, and also just be, for the first time, actually voice certain things that I haven't told anybody before. And there's something quite liberating in that, and a huge part of a healing process for each and every individual to be able to voice, certain things that happens in a safe space. But not only voicing it, also knowing that you have the people in your corner that genuinely want to see you succeed, and in doing so also being that support for you, looking at the goals that you want to achieve, and having the necessary conversations and actually calling you out at the times where you feel like, I'm okay, I can just slack. But people that can then call you out on it and be like, hey, that's not what the goal that you've set for yourself, so why are you acting contrary to that? And it was just an amazing space to be and a journey to start, which has really just kind of propelled me into, the person that I am now. And again, knowing the power of firstly sharing your story, because that forms part of your healing process, but it's also about inspiring somebody else to deal with whatever it is that they are going through, who might feel in isolation, who might feel like, the world is crumbling down. And through sharing your story, you might just be able to inspire them to face whatever it is that they are dealing with. So since then, I've met lifelong friends who I still keep in contact with, and they're still that support system for me, even though many of them have moved on from the YES family, sometimes not even within the sports for development sector, but because of the bond that was formed during the training residentials that we have. It's just that support and constant contact that you can call on when you do feel I'm a bit low and I just need that boost from somebody that has been a part of my journey. So I've always loved sport. Wasn't really good at it, but I've always loved sport. And again, just bringing that sense of belonging. And I think that ties back into what I mentioned about, things that happened in my life at a very early stage, where the sense of belonging was a bit shaky. And I really found that within the sporting team that I had at the moment. And the conversations just grew from there, and also growing into who you are as a person, apart from, the expectations from everybody else. And I think that, again, really just creates a basis for you to, and a platform for you to then build what your adult world is going to look like, and ultimately just how you as a person, how you want to conduct yourself, and your engagement with others, as well as the legacy that you want to leave behind. And all of those things touch on things like goal setting. You set goals as a team, but then also as a person, how do I relay that into my life? And I think that is why I absolutely love working for Laureus, because that is literally what we are all about. It's taking what happens on the field, but applying life skills to it and having meaningful conversations where the impact is so much bigger and the positive ripple effect is so much bigger than that final whistle. I would love to see this program go global. I believe that every young person in the world needs access to a program like this, because there's young people across the globe that faces various challenges, similar challenges, but there's that isolation. And if we can get young people between the ages of 18 and 25 specifically to be able to just zone in more on what it is that they want, especially their goals, the reasons why they want to achieve those goals, and really make it intentional, we're able to change the world. And I think in doing so, also creating positive role models for the younger kids to look up to. And then ultimately that will just create a brighter future.